Well, what about now? I mean, in Mazatlan, aren't you afraid? I mean, you just said you don't use any pills and you really don't like doctors and things, but but don't things happen to you? Have you, like all of us, a sprained ankle or something else happens and you're in Mazatlan? What do you do?
Well, there are very good doctors and several hospitals here in Mazatlan, and every American or Canadian that I know that have had a problem health-wise have just been so pleased. They have just told me how good their doctor was, how wonderful it was in the hospital, and I haven't heard any bad news about health problems here at all, and I would not be afraid to go to any doctor here in town and be treated.
Okay. And do you find that most people who live here, most expatriates, Canadians, Americans, think the same way?
The ones I have talked to, yes, indeed, they all tell me, oh, you must go to this doctor, he's wonderful, or you must go to this hospital. Everybody was so great to me, and I got well right away, and just, of course, I think it's the weather that helps you get well right away.
The sun, I think.
Yeah, the sun and the smiles of the people that you meet and the big hugs, Nobody can live without a hug at least once a day.
Okay. And what about things, let's say, like cleanliness on the street or crime or something like that?
Well, the city of Mazatlan pays men to come and sweep the streets every single day. And if you have a business, then you're required to sweep the sidewalk in front of your business. So it's a very clean company. And I know that at one time Mazatlan was considered one of the drug capitals, but now they tell me that they have moved all the drug dealers up to Culiacan, which is 2.5 hours away. After all, it's not near us. And so I have never had an uncomfortable moment in Mazatlan from a fear of anyone.
May I, Ethel, take just a moment of your life and just say, can you tell me what would be a normal day from you? When do you wake up? What do you do? When do you go to sleep, sort of thing? So we have like a snapshot of your life. Is that?
Of my life in Mazatlan?
Yeah.
Well, I usually get up about 7:30. This morning it was 9 o'clock, but that's okay. I can change it if I want to. That's the joy of living alone. And so then I go on the computer.
Do you have breakfast at that time or anything?
No, I go to the computer first, and I have some religious tracts that I like to read first thing in the morning. Then I go to the computer and take care of my emails and answer any problems from people. And
that's related to your books and
yes, right.
Yes.
And then I have I on Tuesdays I write this weekly report, and I hope that everybody gets some interesting information from that. I wrote about the birds one time right in front of my door, and I said I wished I could understand what they were saying because I thought they were saying something wonderful. And of course a friend wrote back and said, I think that they were probably saying this woman isn't going to do us any good because she can't understand Spanish. But those are the things that are fun for me. And then if there's a ladies' luncheon or a lunch with a friend, then I go to lunch and come back in the afternoon. Sometimes I take a nap, sometimes I don't. I usually am in bed by 8 o'clock. And I don't have a TV. I do not intend to ever have a TV again. And I have CDs, which I play now and then, but not very often. But what I like to do is read. I love to read other people's work. And
do you have a favorite author?
No, I don't think I could tell you right now because I'd probably list a dozen. No, friends bring me all kinds of books. So sometimes I have, for a week, I have maybe 8 or 10 books that are all about mysteries. And then I'll have maybe 3 or 4 that are sort of self-help books. And then I'll have something about the literature, and then there'll be historical things. So I never know what I'm going to get because my friends keep bringing me books each week.
Is there a favorite book of yours? Do you like one book or 2 books that stand out?
Oh, don't ask me that because I would have to stop and think. I have, there are so many books that over the years I have, well, I have a favorite mystery writer who is Dick Francis,
Yes.
and
He was lots to do with horses or
oh
something,
yes,
right?
he was. He was the Queen Mother's jockey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for quite a
Yeah.
few years, and he wrote wonderful mysteries. And then John D. MacDonald. I don't know if you remember him or not. He was probably long before your time, but he wrote beautiful stories and about Florida. But anyway, those are the two that I remember that I could tell you now. But I haven't been reading any of those for quite a while.
Question for you. What is your, do you have a favorite food? I know that you are really partial to potatoes with gravy.
Absolutely, I love gravy. If you put it on biscuits, potatoes, bread, whatever you have around, you know. As I said, my niece once said that I think Ethel would eat cardboard if they put enough gravy on top of it. So, you know, I'm just one of those freaks that likes that kind of thing.
And about, let's say, interior decoration or interior design. Do you still do any interior design?
Yes, I have several old clients who ask me, you know, do just one more. You know, you can do just one more. So I've been doing that, and I have a friend right now that's just finishing up a house on an island off the coast of Seattle, and uh, it's the seventh house that I have helped her design.
Wow.
And I go in, she always tells me, you've got to come and sit and let the house tell you what it wants. Because I told her one time that that was the only way I could do it. I could just sit there and the house would tell me what it needed. So I taught her how to do that.
Okay.
So I'm hoping she'll do that from now on.